Yo guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be showing you a Prismatic Warlock build that utilizes the brand new linear from Sunder Doctrine, Finality's Augur. Alright guys, let's get into this. So we're going to be using the Song of Flame as our super. We're going to be using Phoenix Dive, Burst Glide. The jump is completely up to you as always. We're using Arcane Needle and then a Storm Grenade. We have to use an Arc Grenade for the exotic we're using, so that's why we have this nade on. And for the aspects, as you can see, we aren't running Devour, and I know you Warlock mains are going to be crying because you guys crutch Devour so hard that it is embarrassing. Don't worry, we still have lots and lots of healing. We are going to be using Bleak Watcher and Hellion, and that is mainly because we're spamming a bunch of turrets with this build. And for the fragments, we're going to be running Facet of Hope. This is whenever we have some sort of light buff, we get a bunch of class ability regen back, which will give us our Phoenix Dive a lot, which means we can proc Hellion a lot as well. We're also going to be using Facet of Balance, which states rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee, and the rapidly defeating targets with darkness energy grants grenade. We're using Facet of Blessing. This is one of the ways we're getting more healing because Arcane Needle does quite a lot of damage. We also have Facet of Hope, which with the super we're using, we'll get restoration whenever we pick up orbs. So there's two ways we're getting healing there. We're using Facet of Ruin for mainly these. Shatter them with the Bleak Watcher. It's a bigger explosion whenever the Hellion goes off. It's a bigger ignition. And then we're using Facet of Awakening. This build can make all of these except Void Breach. That just depends on the weapon, honestly. And for the armor mods, this is what I am running. And the exotic we're going to be using is Getaway Artist. So Getaway Artist on Prismatic is a very, very popular build. Arguably the strongest, or maybe was the strongest. How this is going to work, we're going to eat our nade. That's going to shoot out a Bleak Watcher turret. So that's our first turret. Consuming the nade makes an Arc Buddy. So that's two turrets. And when we Phoenix Dive, we get our Hellion turret, which is a solar turret. And then when we get to our weapons, we can also make a fourth turret. For the weapons, the main weapon we're going to be looking at today is Finality's Augur. I don't actually have the catalyst for this yet, but we're going to get that soon. It does give you bait and switch, so that is a lot of extra damage, so go and get that. But basically what this weapon can do is it can make a turret, you shoot it up in the sky, and then you get a laser pointer mode, and you can mark a target, mark an area, and then it'll shoot. Like when you don't have a marked area, it'll shoot like one shot at a time, like pew pew pew. When you mark like a target or an area, it'll rapidly fire down on that spot. So this will be our fourth turret. It does all right damage. I mean, 4 turrets all stacking together, you're gonna shred. But you can also, as soon as you mark the target, switch back to linear mode and start plinking plonking in the linear, so you can actually do quite a bit of damage. And for the other two weapons, we're going to be using Lost Signal with auto-loading demo. This is going to be a lot of grenade energy, and we're using the Palindrome with explosive Rolling Storm, and this is how we're going to be getting a bunch of Bolt Charge, which if you want to, you could use other weapons like Psycho Pump to get Bolt Charge, but having Bolt Charge is going to be very nice because we're going to be able to offload that Bolt Charge whenever we hit max stacks. When it comes to the artifact, the only 3 we need to really worry about is going to be Overclock and Load, which when we're amplified, we get Bolt Charge and then increase reload and stuff. And Electric with the boost, we get some healing, so that's going to be nice. And then Flash Over just makes our Bolt Charge do more damage. And we also become amplified. Alright guys, that is the build. It's a little alternate version of the Geomax setup. Very potent still. I know you don't have Devour. Don't need to whine about not having Devour. It's okay to, use other things. And as we get into the gameplay, I didn't have a ton of time. I needed to get gameplay quickly because I'm about to head out to LA actually. But I do have gameplay showing how the build is supposed to work if you've never seen it. So this isn't anything crazy. So don't be commenting some fucking bullshit saying, why are you using it here? Right into doing it. If you say that stuff, I can obviously tell you didn't watch the fucking video because I'm telling you right now why I didn't. So there's no Grandmaster footage or anything like that. It's just I have a little bit of dungeon footage and a little bit of fucking random Lost Sector stuff. It's just to show you how the build works. The build will work everywhere, I can promise you that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you guys in the next one.